was that for a take two on the theme song? Because, well, I've got a new setup. It's actually not a new setup. It's a revamped setup in order to see if we can fix some of our internet issues we've had, and to see if we can make this work without all the problems. And so we got a new setup. We're going to try it. And I cut the thing down too. I cut the music down so you have to sit there for 40 seconds. I like it. We're going to see how it goes. The lag has gone. That is awesome. So we'll see. We'll see if it keeps going. I just want to say, hey, Poodle fam, Wednesday therapy session. This episode for us all is I'm going to do a special one. I want to do a special one, and I've been meaning to do this actually maybe for a couple weeks. And so I thought I would just take a moment to talk to you, because I haven't had a real serious conversation. Maybe every episode is kind of serious, but not in in this kind of way. And I originally tweeted this out a couple days ago that I wanted to have a heartfelt conversation with you, because a lot has been going on, and we have a lot going on, right? We've got the NFTs, we've got the app, we've got our partners that we're working with for exchanges. Just so much going on, and yet there's a lot that I think that we need to put into perspective. So, I'd been busy for a while. I've been working on kind of something I'm working on for Poodle that will, I think you're going to be all impressed with. When you see why, you're going to be impressed. And it's been spending a lot of my time, but also, just work and life and all that has made it to where I've been on the periphery. Let's say, watching the Telegram, being talking now, being an admin now, and having great conversations with the other admins, devs, between Space and Sasha and Moose. And so I wanted to I haven't taken a moment since becoming an official admin to say what that really means to me. I mean, I know I mentioned it during the teaser of when we had all these things coming out, and I'm honored to be able to sit in this position. But then something happened a few days ago that really, again, it impacted me. And I'm working on getting our Poodle Facebook group going again. I think there's a huge opportunity there for Poodle in Facebook. I think that there's a large demographic, especially people who are looking. If anyone who watched the Super Bowl saw that, crypto won the Super Bowl. Coinbase's whole ad was a it was a QR code for people to, scan. And, and there were tons of other, crypto ads that I think kind of took over, and it became center stage. And in that same day, I'm looking through some of the Facebook groups I'm part of, just some, Binance ones and some, just some regular trade ones. And someone posted a picture, and I think I retweeted it, and you can find it. That was a rug pull. I remember that, I'm not going to share the name of which one. But essentially the person who did that got 110 ETH. Basically $300,000 plus ish around, from these people who trusted them on a token and on a belief that they were going to, kind of get rich and make money, and that people put money and investment to just get rugged. And, a lot of times you see the down arrow, candle on a rug. And this one was crazy. I mean, this one was, it wasn't one of these spike up and then drop. It was a pretty even and then a drop. And I thought, well, how does that happen? Because you understand a pump and dump, right? You understand, not that I like them, but you understand when someone goes pre-launch, blah, 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 whatever we're doing, 1 hour, jump in there, throw your money in, give us 2 BNB, and then they run with it, and part of it goes, don't be stupid, people. Don't put your money into that if you don't have any background into who's deving it, who the people are behind it and all that. And so you understand the shoot up and shoot down, but why the across and down? So I started looking into it and realized how planned it was. How planned it was to make people believe and trust them to then basically screw them over. It wasn't taking people's on a hope, a pump. We got it, 1000x right here, pre-launch, launching into this, all of this, 1000x happening next gym, BSCGem coming up, blah, 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 right? It was methodical. It was a sense of almost controlling how much money was going in, making it look stable, and then yanking the bottom out from underneath it. It was one I had not seen really ever or much, right? You understand it if liquidity unlocks and then it gets dropped, which is what my first thing was. If you know that I already did an episode about watching everyone, February, March, April, we're going to have a lot of liquidity get unlocked, and they're going to start seeing a lot of these pulls. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that was it. Maybe this was the beginning of starting to see a drop from the people who locked a year ago, and now they're just going to get their money back. And we've warned people, and maybe we're going to see more of that. So that was my instinct. And, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. It was actually only like a token that had been around for weeks, but they played it so well that I'm willing to bet the buys and the sells were the buys were obviously taking people's money. The sells were a way to be able to keep, we're able to keep the token looking stable. And, then they pulled it. And to me, that was a new one. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. And it's like, how did they do it? And I want to figure out how they do it. And maybe I think I'm due for another episode with Hunter probably in a while, because I want to talk to him too. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw. And then I saw it again the next day with a different thing, but this time it was in NFTs. And I started realizing how crooks are crooks, how people who want to steal money from other people and well-intentioned investors will find a way to do it. And we know that the memecoin dog token thing had its day, which is why I'm really stoked that we are more of a utility than we are an altcoin. I guess we're technically an altcoin, but a meme coin, a shit coin, we are actually a utility token. And now the big hit thing, it's on NFTs. Who's going to do the NFTs? What NFT project? You're going to be, the next, name yacht club, right? That's it. It was how many different ways could you change a Doge name to Uncle Doge, Baby Doge, Listy Doge, and now it's whatever yacht club. And you're now the next, this is the next NFT to invest in, and you're starting to see rugs off them of big pumps and convincing people that this little picture is going to be valuable to where people are throwing good money into it. And then they're just crashing them. And again, it's sad because as investors, part of it is, you want to be in early, right? I mean, that's part of investing. If you were buying the stocks of Apple or Amazon and Microsoft and able to get their stocks, right at the beginning, you're going to be in good position, right? And so I understand people wanting to get money or invest, by getting in early and thinking, well, what's the ride? The ride right now is NFTs, right? And the ride is that this ape, this something is going to be valuable. And I'm sorry, unfortunately, everybody, that's not the case. Utility is going to have to apply to NFTs as well moving forward. It won't just be because, they threw a name on it and they were able to figure out how to do another, picture of a monkey wearing a different pair of sunglasses, means it's valuable, right? I mean, honestly, if we look at the Poodle NFTs, which are just awesome, right? I mean, I love it. I love my NFT dude. I love my dog. And, I'm starting to get the pictures out. I love it. But in reality, its value is in what it can do, not in what it just is, right? I mean, it's a picture. It's a 3D picture. It's cool, but it's the sense that it goes with the app. It's the sense that it will be able to work into gaming and that I can create a virtual versus real life and combine those. Those are where the value is, not in the picture itself, right? And now we're starting to see people get rugged on NFTs. And I guarantee you, NFTs are the phase now. There's going to be something else. People are going to figure out ways to, rug people on the metaverse. People are going to find ways to steal people's money everywhere. And it's just sad. It really, really saddens me. And so that's why I wanted to do this episode. By the way, that was probably the single longest intro to an episode I've ever done. But that's the context. And so I just want to say, by the way, Susan, thank you for keeping your string up on attending my live shows. Thank you, Yous. Got the poodle shirt. I had to do the poodle shirt. I can't do this episode without it. It's good seeing everybody here. And yeah. So I want to just take a moment here, now that I've set the stage as to why we're here today. What is this episode about? I wanted to say a little bit about when I look in context to when I see people's rugs and I see what these tokens are doing. And then you put that in context to last week's episode or even the week before that with Chase. But last week's episode with Olya from our exchange partner, and when you could hear her excitement about our community and us as people, while we were just talking about what's the value in having a direct exchange, right? I mean, it wasn't the conversation was, hey, we have a partner. You can now take your ETH, your Bitcoin, your Zil, whatever, and you can just swap for it, right? And yet her conversation back was, yeah, this is what we do. This is our token, our platform. And we're happy to have Poodle on it. But what she said was, I've been watching and waiting for Poodle to be part of one of our partners so that we could add you. Don't let that go by so fast. We've talked about how people's eyes are on this project. We know there are very influential eyes on this project. I know there's influential eyes in investing in this project who are just waiting for things to happen. And so what we want to look at now is, what does that actually mean for us? What does it mean? Okay. When someone says, I'm watching you and your community, and that's what I'm waiting for, and why I'm looking forward to being able to bring Poodle onto our platform, should tell you everything as to the difference between this token, this community, this investment, compared to everything else. Let me say that again. When somebody is waiting for us to appear places so they can list us, we don't go out and ask people to list us. They are doing this voluntarily. They are saying, we want you on our platform because we see what kind of people you are. That's huge. That's huge, okay? Don't let that pass you by. And the thing is, that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with space. It has nothing to do with Sasha, which, by the way, if you're watching the chat, there's some cool news coming up, which I'm not going to talk about until I get a chance. I actually kind of know a little bit about it, but that's not the point of this one. It's not about Moose, but it's about you. It's about you. Every single investor here who says, at least they jump on the main Telegram and they contribute to the community. It's really easy as investors to think, hey, we should do this. I don't like this. How come we're not doing this? There's what I want to see. And there's a lot of demands that are put on our community and are put on the admins. I mean, I've only been an admin for a month. I don't even know how long it's been. And it's interesting to see a side where people will DM me going, what's going on with this? When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? And the response I want to say is, when are you going to make it happen? Because we're a community token. When are you going to go and continue to, shill and build our brand? I've just ever said since day one, we're successful when people see us as a brand. And I'll say it again. We're successful when people see us as a brand. Not a meme coin, not a token, a brand worth investing in. It's why people buy stock in Amazon and Nike. We are our people. We are the virtue of our people. So when I see people complain, and I get the DMs, and I and thank you. By the way, I'm glad you guys send me stuff, because I do want to know your opinions. But I also want to say that we're successful when we all get together. We're successful when, we all buy, we all continue to invest, we continue to bring in new investors, we continue to do all those things. But can I tell you the one thing you can do today that will bring us the single most value out of anything? Right now, you can go on the Telegram, the main Telegram. I know you really can't because it closes down during the Poodlcast, but when it reopens up, if you find one person who you connect with and you've connected with, and you just say, thank you. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for the help that you've given me. Thank you. And what can I do in return? That can be the single best thing you can do for our community, because we are a people who have integrity. And that's what people notice. That's what our exchange partner noticed about us. we might want more things. We might wonder why some tokens are doing this and when was this going to happen? When is this release going to happen? Things will happen in due course, and we have to get out there and we need blood, sweat, and tears behind it. We have to make these things happen. But one thing we need more than anything is for us just to look at one another and go, God, thank you for being part of this team. Send one tweet just saying, this is why I love this token. I love this because God, they give to a charity that I can get behind. I love this token because there's people who run an academy and they want to teach me more about crypto and I trust them. I love this token because, I think it's cute and the memes are funny. I don't know. Whatever your reason is, thank someone for showing that to you and get out there and tell the world about it. That's how, when you message me and say, when are we on Coinbase? When are we going to be in here? I saw the Super Bowl ad for Coinbase. I tried to find Poodle. Like, okay, get on Coinbase. That's a few steps away, people. But the answer to when are we on Coinbase is when we continue publicly as the community that we are. The best thing about the Poodle community and what I love about you all is we don't have to fake it. There are communities out there that are faking to be legit people. They're faking being legit tokens, hence how I opened up with the rug pulls. They are faking that they've, got their act together, for lack of better words, so I don't have to put the bad language checkbox on this. But we don't. We are those kind of people. We are people who have integrity and care about crypto and the long-term virtue behind it. We are ones who care about each and every investor. And I have seen this, and I'll tell you, in private conversations in the admin room, I have seen, Sasha and Moose and Space, and I've seen everybody say, I care about investors and we cannot let them down. In a closed space, there's a saying says, integrity, and what your character is what you do when no one is watching. Well, let me tell you, I've been more stoked about this token since I've seen in conversations where no one's watching and the beliefs of those who are in this driving it. And it's because of you and you as a group, and we can do this. Right? I'm not even just saying go and buy today. Yeah, should you buy? Yeah, should you do all that? But just say thank you and just get out there and go, hey, here's why I love this token. And do you realize if the 50,000 investors all did that? Because if you're investing, there's at least one reason why you love this token, right? There's got to be one thing. Even if you bought and forgot, there's some reason you bought it. Maybe it was just one funny meme you saw, or my old, my rocket, meme from thingy video I took at SpaceX, or whatever it is, right? Whatever your reason is, tell someone about it. So that was the second act of this show. Third act now gets to the title. My admin pledge to you. My admin pledge to you. And it just came across, what's your reason? And this is exactly it. This is, I want you all to know that, I would never, ever be behind a token, a project, friends, a family, anything where I wouldn't be really willing to risk my entire life's reputation on it. Those who follow me, and I'm doxxed, I'm out there publicly. You can find me. I mean, gosh, you could probably even find my home address if you really tried. You probably don't try very hard. I risked losing a lot being an admin, but I never second guessed it. And the reason is because I know more than anything that this community is one that believes in the power of what we can do. While we all want our investment to make us money, fine. When you have true people who help people understand crypto, understand what it means to be an investor, and help other people utilize their token in order to do good, like through our charity, that's what I'm willing to put my entire life's reputation on. So my pledge to every one of you is that I'm going to always be honest with you. Because my integrity and what I've built my life on is more important than anything. And that's why I'm behind this token. It's the community. I want to say right now, thank you to every one of you for what you do. And so my pledge, I'm going to always be honest. I'm always going to be straightforward. I'm always going to tell you the way it is. And I'm always going to support you in any way I can. I know that's where we grow our value, and I know that's how we grow our community, and I know that every single person, no matter how many tokens you own, whether it be 50,000 tokens or 1 trillion tokens, you matter. You matter to me. I know you matter to every one of the other admins and devs. I know you matter to our shill team. You all matter. And that is my pledge to you, that the second I ever feel that you didn't matter would be the day where I would say I'm out. And I'm going to ask the same of you. I want every one of you to say, God, I believe in this team. I believe in the people of the team, and not even just talking about admins and devs. I'm talking about the people who go on that Telegram. How about the person who bought and has never shown up on the Telegram because their investment is just as important? We have seen people, and it's really easy to say to somebody, you know, and I've done this. I'll tell you what I've been guilty of. I've been guilty of, oh, just go on and buy $50 worth this week. Remember, I think I did almost a whole episode. Just go buy $50 worth. I got a DM and said from somebody who said, you know, $50 is like my life saving. That's the difference between me being able to, you know, feed my family. And now part of me wants to go, yeah, but that $50 could turn you into millions later, you know, and try to convince them to spend more. But then I realized, you know, that's not what this is about. That's why I did my kind of 30-day. I wanted to buy every day for, you know, 30 days or whatever. I think I probably missed a day or two here or there, but that wasn't the point. But I bought all different amounts. Some days I only bought like $1 worth. I probably spent as much as I actually spend in exchange fees as I probably even bought worth in tokens. And then some days I bought $50 worth, and some days I bought $200 worth. And it was all different amounts. The reason I did it is because I recognized that no matter how big or how small, it's something to somebody, right? Even if you only owned 50,000 tokens, well, at some point there's going to be enough burn that every token will be worth $1, just so you know. At some point in the future, and that's probably 10 or 15 years from now, okay, let's get this straight. This is not tomorrow. There's a point where that will be worth something. And to somebody who had spent $2 to get it, that's... that is what matters. You know, that you need to understand where what you put in. One, don't buy what you can't afford to lose, right? This is crypto. We don't know what's going to happen, but I believe in the project. You believe in the project. We all believe in the project, but you it matters. What you say, I trust this team to. When you invest, you are putting your faith in the team. You're putting your faith in that we're going to do what's honorable and right with that investment. We don't get the money, right? You're just buying tokens. We don't see it, yet we see you. We see you as an individual, whether you own 1 trillion tokens or you own, one token. You're someone who matters. And that is my pledge, that no matter what, I'm going to honor your investment, and I'm going to continue to fight for this token, and I'm going to continue to fight for what we believe in and continue to move crypto forward. And when we see the things that we're doing and the partnerships that Sasha and especially Moose are working on, and the way we're seeing Space sit there and redo the site, and we've got, Elle out there running her Navy SEALs out there. And it's like, damn, man, I can't let you all down, because you're showing faith in me. You're showing why I invested in this token. And that is back to, why did I invest? That was my reason. Y'all believed in me. And that was way back when there was just a hodgepodge of admins, and we didn't even have any damn thing figured out yet. And now as we start to work on this, and we've started to focus, and now we know where crypto is going, we know where the metaverse is going, we know where NFTs are going. We didn't know that a year ago, and now we are trailblazing and building strategic partnerships. And when fiat comes through, it's a game changer, folks. And I'm proud to be part of it. And so I'm going to continue to work on with the things that I can do. I am going to continue to use my skills, as I've done with the Poodlcast, as I'm starting to do with doing some writing and some public speaking. And wait till you see a big announcement about somewhere I'm going to be presenting Poodle to. There will do this is going to be huge. That's my skill. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm going to give every bit of my blood, sweat, and tears for you, because I love the fact that you've chosen this project and you've put faith in the community. Every time you buy, you put faith in our community. And so that's where I want to now encourage you. That was my pledge. My pledge is I will always be honest, and I will always fight for you, because your investment matters to me. Because your investment matters to you. No one wants to lose money. When I see these awful rugs and I see new ways people try to figure out how to cheat others, it drives me nuts. And I'm proud to be part of a project where that will not happen, where we know that we will continue to move forward. You wake up in the morning and your bag still has value. But that doesn't mean the work is done. The work's not done for any of us. We still have to get out there. We still have to get out there and chill. We still have to get out there and promote the NFTs. This is your investment. If it means something to you, you got to tell people. Thank the people who are part of the team and get out there and tell new people. That's what we have to do every day. So that being said, I don't know what else to say, tell you the truth. This again becomes part of my weekly therapy. I'm just honored to be part of this. We've got other big projects, big news, big partnerships, collabs coming up, new ways to buy, trade, Poodle. You'll see this. You've probably seen it on the Telegram. But I just want to take this time, and we'll continue that next week. We'll continue. I think I got get some more partnerships lined up. We've been able to do a good amount of Twitter Spaces coming. You've seen a lot just getting out there. So I want you all to just be proud of this project, because I know I am. I'm really proud of this project. So hopefully hopefully we were good. Hopefully we didn't, the feed didn't break out on you. It looks like I've seen a green, excellent connection the whole time. Did I figure this out? Heck yeah. Hopefully I figured this out. So that being said, everyone, you have an incredible week. I will see you on the Telegram. When it gets reopened, you have two, what is you, repeat after me. You're going to do as soon as the Telegram comes back open? You're going to thank somebody who helped you. And you're going to tell the world in some way why you love Poodle. Get out there on socials, get out there on other, Telegrams, on everywhere you are, and just say, this is why I love this token. And thank the current community and someone who helped you at some point to get you to the point where you're even listening to this show, because someone had to invest in you to make you come and do this. So tell them thanks, and great things coming. Thank you all. We'll see you next week. See you, Poodle fam. Love you.